Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today I'm going to be going over my Edge Insight 3 CTS for my 6.7 Powerstroke that I've got. This thing's pretty sweet. I don't use it for any tune options or anything that you can get for it. I use it just mainly as a monitoring device for my engine and my truck and all that. This thing's pretty sweet, as I said before. I'll show you kind of what I got on here. I've got my torque monitor, horsepower right up here, transmission fluid temp, my engine oil temp. I got my maps, PSI, engine load, EGTs. That's EGT and boost is why I mainly got it. The boot or the EGT, that's not the correct temperature. I don't have any EGT sensors in this right now. I got one that I'm going to be putting in, but I'll give you a guess as to why that's going on. Fuel rail pressure and RPM and boost. So this thing has a whole bunch of options. I'm using the stock right up there, the suction cup. I did buy a mounting bracket for it from Amazon. It was like, it was like 15 bucks or something, but I couldn't find a good place to mount it. Wouldn't really work here. Nothing really worked up here or over there. So I ended up using the stock suction cup. And it doesn't annoy me at all. It's kind of out of the way. I never really notice it's there. And it holds extremely well. I haven't had it fall off. And it's pretty cold today. It's cold at nighttime. And the thing holds really well. The power cable, I've got it routed down. And it goes back behind this access panel here, down into and underneath to my OBD2 plug. And that's how it plugs in. It's powered. But I'll kind of give you a rundown of this. So you got it on. Obviously, as I kind of explained before, what all these are. You can swipe down on it, and it's got all this right here is a record button, so you can record while you're driving, and it'll record, you know, however long you're driving on it, so you can compare if you're doing any kind of testing or you got issues going on, you're trying to figure numbers out. It's got wallpapers here. You can change the wallpaper around on the back. Theme settings for your gauges. So you can click on these and you can go in here and change the different themes for your gauges. It changes. Let's see if it pulls up here pretty quickly. You can go in here and change out your bar color, your warning zones, alert zones, major tick colors, and I'll explain a little bit of that here in a second about what those are. It seems to load pretty quick. I've heard different reviews from people saying they've had issues with theirs freezing up. Mine hasn't froze up any. I updated it when I first got it. It's got edit layout, which you can go in here and edit. It's got 3 screens, as you saw a second ago. When I swiped and it went to the right, I've got 3 screens loaded on here. I only ever used this one here. I played around and did different layouts, and that's just the one that I like the most. But you can set up 3 different layouts if you want to go back and forth to. And it also has up on this swipe down option. Let me let it get back here. It's got a camera you can take pictures from, but I never use that either. So and then if you swipe up, it has tuning if you got a tuner for it, which comes separately, and I think it's like 3 separate tunes. I believe they're all emissions compliant. I don't have one for this, so it's got, you can run diagnostics on it. If you're having issues, it'll give you engine codes and all that stuff, performance tests, EAS settings, and just general settings and all. And under here in the settings, I'll show you a couple of these. I won't go through all of them, but this is where you can go in. You can change the display settings, the device colors, audio settings, Wi-Fi, all the good stuff. But it's pretty nice. I got it on Amazon. I think I paid $400 and some change for it, which I thought was a pretty good deal. It's an expandable accessory system. I believe that's what you get when you can buy like a tuner, a timer, which tells you, you know, like when after you stop and you're driving, it'll tell you when you can turn your, not a tuner, but a turbo, I'm sorry. It'll tell you when your turbo's cooled off enough, you can shut your engine down. All the different accessories that you can buy for it. You can go, if you're interested, you can go on their website and take a look, and they have a lot of different things. But let's get back to this. So all of these are adjustable, and if you want to change them out, let's just say you don't want this specific loadout on here, you can go in on any of these and you double click, and it will pull up all of these basic PIDs here, which are the different systems. You can see all the EGTs, DPF pressures, control mod, your speed, boost, battery, barostat, ambient air temperatures. This is where all of them are at. So you can go in here and play around with them. Like let's say you wanted to do, I have torque on there right now, but let's say you want to do fuel rate. You can click on that, hit save, and then we'll load your fuel rate up. It does it pretty quickly, like I said earlier. So it shows it there, and that's how you go around and change all of these out. We'll go back here. I'm gonna switch it back to what I had on there before. I keep my torque on here just kind of for funsies. I'm not really that into all that stuff, but you got your basic PIDs, and you can click over here on your advanced PIDs, and these are, again, a whole different other host of options that you can go through. Some of them are the same as the other, and some of them are more advanced, but yeah, it's all depending on what you're really wanting to monitor on your engine. So it's got a lot of different options. And up here you can hit on alert options, and this gives you so like if you're on your EGTs and you want to set an alert for like 1100 when you know you need to back off, you can click up here, turn your warnings on, turn your alerts on, sound, range. You're going to set your warning values and your alert values. So it's going to tell you all that stuff, and it'll alert. You can either ding, or it'll also pop up red if you're exceeding those temperatures or whatever values you've got set on there. So it's really cool. And when I get my EGT sensor put in, I'm definitely going to set mine so I can monitor it a little bit more. I got a toe tune on here right now, and so it's very, very basic. And like I said, this is emissions, good stuff, so I don't really have a lot to worry about, but I'm going to do it anyways. Let's see. And there are some, I don't know about some of the other tuner / monitors, but this one has 5 different EGT settings on it to search through, but none of them that I found pop up for my truck. So that's why I'm going to be putting a different one in. And like I said, this is not the real EGT number. That's just some dummy number it throws up when it's not finding anything. So when I first turned it on, I was like, holy smokes, but obviously I realized pretty quickly that that's not the correct temperature. So would I recommend anybody pick this up? Absolutely. You know, like I said, I haven't ran the tuners that come with it, so I don't know much about those, but as strictly as far as monitoring your engine, yeah, it gives you a whole lot more information than you're going to get through your basic display on your truck here. And for the price, if you kind of wait around on Amazon every so often, I think it originally was like $5.25 or something, and I got it for like $4.40. So it goes up and down. So you monitor. I checked some other places like Diesel Power Performance and place like that, and it was just more expensive than what I got it from Amazon. So yeah, I would recommend it, especially if you're looking to monitor your engine performance more and keep on top of what you got going on your truck. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up on it and subscribe to the channel. See you guys next time.